Hey, what up, everybody? Stevie Breach coming to you. It is hot outside today. I bet the people heading over to Wrestlemania in New York, I bet they're pretty jealous of this California weather today because, man, it is cranking up here already. I've been trying to make videos about all the Wrestlemania matches one by one and trying to make sure I knock them all out. Today I was going to talk about the Shield going up against, I guess you could say, Team WWE or Team SmackDown. You got Big Show, you got Sheamus, and you got Randy Orton there for you. I think a lot of people have been really predicting some sort of a turn in here. Hopefully, maybe we could find somebody either joining the Shield or maybe finding out who their leader is. To me, if either of these three guys on the SmackDown team, are revealed as the leader, it doesn't really make sense at all to what the hell they were doing with Paul Heyman and CM Punk. I know that none of these guys were really related to the angle at all, but why would they care so much about CM Punk holding on to that championship and maybe wanting to defeat The Rock or something like that? I think that maybe you could have somebody join them, but as far as somebody becoming their leader, I don't know, it doesn't make sense. The one thing that is out there that would be a dream come true was my buddy Jim and I made a video about John Cena being so so nervous about not being able to beat The Rock that maybe he would turn heel and join the Shield. I don't believe it's ever going to happen. But when I play out my WrestleMania scenarios in my head, that is a dream that would come true to see him revealed as one of those members of the Shield, sort of saying that he doesn't make sense how we want the title to say stay on CM Punk, but this whole build about the match at WrestleMania, it's almost like they shouldn't even have the WWE Championship involved because Cena's never really said that he wants to beat Rock for the title. He just wants to beat Rock. That's all that matters. Almost like he wouldn't care if he won by disqualification or if he won by countout. But I don't know. I think that Cena really needs that definitive win with hitting the FU in the middle of the ring and counting the 1, 2, 3. That's just my opinion. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I just, I never thought Hulk Hogan would ever turn heel and join the NWO, but it happened, and it saved Hogan's career, and it made it last probably twice as long as it would have if he didn't, because, when he was wearing the red and yellow in WCW, it wasn't like people were really caring about him. He was getting booed out of the place, just like a WWF reunion, just like a flashback or it just didn't work. He was a big star. Yeah, he put a big name for the WCW, but the actor grew real old, and a lot of people are really sick of John Cena being the guy that he is. But the kids love him, and as long as you have kids and the kids are asking to go see WWE Raw, you're gonna keep buying tickets because you want to keep your kids happy, and that's all that matters. And the people that are like me, whose kids are too young, they don't ask to go to the shows. We're going to buy tickets just because it's WWE, and, we might say that we're bitching and complaining about it, but we're going to buy the tickets no matter what, because most of us are wrestling fans through and through, and we're the people that are going to fill the arena up every time. And yeah, there are some fringe fans who might grow old, but for everyone that turns off the channel, somebody else is going to turn it back on. It's the way wrestling works. It just keeps growing and growing, no matter how bad it gets. People still keep tuning in and watching with the same numbers year after year. I don't know. When it comes down to which one of these guys is going to turn, it doesn't really make sense for the Big Show to turn, seeing how he just turned babyface again and he wants to fight these guys, the Shield. But I've seen stupider things, like maybe he's just like, I was kidding the whole time or something like that. But Randy sure needs something to turn himself around. He had the big run in 2010 when he turned babyface, but it's been 3 years now, and I think the babyface thing has just grown old, and he's fought just about everybody on Raw, and he's fought everybody on SmackDown. There's no real competition for him to do. I'm sick and tired of seeing him beat Wade Barrett over and over again, and Antonio Cesaro. If you turn him heel, he has fresh, full of card of guys to fight. When you're thinking of these three guys, what's going to happen to them after WrestleMania? They're sure to put together just to make sure all these guys get on the card, because there's no real feuds for Sheamus, and there's no real feuds for Randy Orton right now. Big Show, I just wouldn't even care if he was even there. But right now, the World Heavyweight Championship is wrapped up with Jack Swagger and Alberto Del Rio, and even though I think a lot of people are hoping that this is a one-off thing, more than likely this is at least going to be 2 pay-per-views, maybe even 3. If If Swagger wins it at Mania, it's probably going to go 3. If Del Rio wins it, wins the match at Mania, I think it's going to go 2. I think definitely at Extreme Rules, the pay-per-view's so close to WrestleMania, right around the corner, that I think they're just going to run the rematch and they'll try to do it one more time, especially with Extreme Rules all having stipulation matches. It'll probably have something to go along with a, it probably won't be no DQ. They'll probably have a no DQ match on there, but it'll probably be some sort of, if he has the arm bar and he has the ankle lock, that it'll probably be some sort of stipulation that, you have to tap out or something like that. But I don't know. I'm just racking my mind. Is somebody get a turn? The more I think that somebody's going to turn, the more it just doesn't happen. So I think this is honestly just going to be some sort of a match. The Shield's going to have to, come in there and break these guys down. And I remember last night on Raw, the King was saying, what are we going to do when the Shield gets in the ring? Because we've never seen them in a 3-on-3 match. And I don't know where he was and how he missed TLC this year and how he missed Elimination Chamber. But basically, their last six-man tags have been they've been against big names just like this. They were able to almost like scavengers. They just sort of took them apart. They would take one guy out and take another guy out. They always had the advantage. It was always 3-on-1. They just sort of picked him apart. TLC, they put Ryback to the table, and Ryback was laid out for about 6 minutes. Kane got laid out, and they just beat up on Daniel Bryan in the middle of the ring for a long, long time before I believe he finally, I can't remember if he got pinned or tapped out. And Extreme Rules was the same thing, but they've been really protective of the Shield. They haven't lost on TV. They haven't lost on house shows. Anything that they haven't been pinned or anything like that. And I just don't see them, stopping this at WrestleMania. Yeah, I know that they always like to give everybody that big WrestleMania moment, and a lot of times they don't give it to the rookies. They always give it to the veterans to make sure they have that moment. Because you never know what tomorrow's going to bring, and they always sort of like to keep the guys that have gotten to this point happy and keep on rolling. But I don't know. To me, the Shield is one of the best things going in wrestling right now. I mean, they pop up and they just, dominate everybody. They've been doing the NXT tapings. They've done main event. They're doing everything to make sure these guys' names get out there. So when they finally split, they probably have 3 big stars, much like when they built up Evolution. You had Ric Flair was an established star. Triple H was, the man at the time. And, they built up Batista and Randy Orton to the point when, they were ready to leave. They were World Heavyweight Champions, and they were able to continue on from there. Hopefully that's what they can do with the Shield. I think everybody for a long time has been really, really looking for fresh faces. So I'm really predicting for them to win this match and, get their WWE career rolling in the right thing. As you guys see anything that I haven't seen, let me know. If you guys are expecting this Randy Orton heel turn that we've been waiting on for, God, who knows? I mean, at least the rumors have been going for at least since, he came back from his drug suspension, that people thought he would come back heel because he had that little break and come back. But, do you think Sheamus would go heel already? I think they've built him up so much as a babyface that he really can't. Big Show just turned babyface weeks ago. That it wouldn't make sense for him to turn on these guys. But when it all comes down to it, you need a new number 1 contender, and these are the 3 biggest guys on SmackDown. I can see these guys having like sort of a triple threat at Extreme Rules of trying to find the new number 1 contender for the next pay-per-view. That's just, I don't know, I'm just tossing things out there. What do you guys see for the future of this going forward? But WrestleMania, the Shield going up against Team SmackDown, Big Show, Randy Orton, and Sheamus. Peace out.